her skins. Her name is Lisa. And Lisa,
yes,
let's talk about the Washington Redskins upcoming season. What's your thoughts on it?
Of course, I always think we're going to the Super Bowl. That's no doubt. I bleed the burgundy and gold, but I think we got our work cut out for us. I think they did what I asked them to do, which was to shore up our offense a bit. I'm not sure about McNabb, but I'm rolling with him. We don't have Campbell, so I got to roll with McNabb. So they did the things. We got us a couple good offensive linemen, big linemen. So that's what I wanted, was some new era hogs. I'm hoping for that. So as long as we had the defense, we had one of the #1 defenses already. My next jersey will be a Fletcher jersey, so look for that coming down the line. So we have a mean defense, so I'm expecting the best. No less than 8-8.
No less than 88.
No less than 8-8.
Well, you know, what's your thoughts about the Shanahan takeover so far, and his treatment of Fat Albert? Well, Albert Hainsworth. I call him Fat Albert, but you might call him something.
I'll call him Fat Albert for you. I think Shanahan's a smart guy. He's a football guy. He's an analyst. I think he knows football. I think he knows what it takes to win. He's got the history of winning. So I think, you know, I'm going to put my hat on him. He can't do any worse than Zorn, that's for sure. So it's been a long time since we had a real coach, and I'm just glad he's here. As far as Fat Albert's concerned, I think they put too much money in him to get rid of him, and I think that's the only reason why Shanahan's tolerating the nonsense. But I think he's making it clear you're going to have to work. You're going to have to earn your spot like everybody else. So I'm hoping he makes them go out there and hustle, and that's all I can ask from the coach. So.
Understanding that this is a preseason game, and we may not get to see the starters for maybe, you know, 1 or 2, you know.
We don't see him for too long, but Shanahan don't play. So I'm hoping not to see him for too long.
Well, as a Bills fan, I'm hoping that the Bills stay out a little bit longer. I need to understand why Chan Gailey went with Edwards, so I need more than one series to convince me of his being the starting quarterback. But I'm going to bring the focus back on you. What are you expecting to see from your skins this evening?
You know, they were talking like they're willing to work for this new. I think everybody's hunting for their job. I think everybody knows they got to prove to their new coach that they deserve to be on this team. So I'm expecting the starters to come out, and I'm expecting them to hustle. But I expect as soon as they feel a cramp or a cringe, they're going to be flagging them to get them off of there. So I fully expect that. We have our Clinton Portises who normally don't like it. A number of the Redskins over the years, because of Clinton Portis, have been more vocal about not wanting to play these preseason games, or at least not, you know, understanding why they have to play them. So I'm not expecting them to stay out any longer than they have to. But I expect them to come out and give me 100%, because that's what we do as Redskins.
All right. For all my Skins fans that will be viewing www.pigskinlovinglady.com and www.gridirongirls.com, what do you have to say for your fellow Skins fans?
All I can say is we bleed the burgundy and gold. Go Redskins!
All right now.
Hi, this is Jocelyn, aka the Pigskinlovinglady, and guess what, guys? I found a couple of Bills fans here at FedEx Field. And
how you doing? Dale Gump.
Dale Gump
and Steve Baker.
Steve Baker. Now, are we transplants to the DMV, or are you from Buffalo and
From Buffalo.
From Buffalo, and you live here now?
Yes.
Okay, so you see this for life. This is how we rock it. Guys, tonight, what do we expect to see from our Bills?
Well, I think for starters, we're going to watch our offensive line. I think that's the #1 concern on the Bills. I think if we get protection, we can put Chan's offensive mind to work. I think that he has a track record of having an unbelievable offensive mind, and we're getting pegged with beanbags. That's very unfortunate. And if we can get a little bit of protection, it changes everything. A lot of media is loving to get down on the Buffalo Bills right now, and I think it's going to be great when we can show them up with a little bit of protection and develop some routes down the field. So we're looking forward to that.
I will agree with that, but I'll go to the defensive side of the ball. I think we're running a 3-4 defense. I'm sorry,
that's okay.
We're running a 3-4 defense, and that's a new defense for the Bills. So we're gonna see how that works tonight. We got a new guy at defensive tackle. Kyle Williams is gonna be at tackle there, and then we got a couple ends going, and then we have our fast linebackers. So we'll see how it goes.
Now, for our season, if you were to have to guess our record coming into January, what would you see?
Developmental year. Developmental year. We are not going to win a whole lot of ball games this year, but you have to look forward to the future with this team. We have a lot of great young talent on the team. I think we're going to look forward to about a 4-12 season. But I want you to put this coin in your pocket for right now.
Okay, coin in.
The coin in your pocket is that in 3 years, we are at least an AFC championship team, and we may go to the Super Bowl and finally get our dynasty back by the end of the decade.
Now, with that happening, do you see Trent Edwards still being our quarterback?
I think that we need to develop Trent Edwards on more of a mindset situation. He was a great quarterback when he first came out of Stanford. He was well developed through Bill Walsh, and Marv Levy brought him into our squad. And then after that, he took a concussion against the Arizona Cardinals. He was a setback from there. He became a little bit worried, didn't have a lot of pocket presence. He lost a lot of confidence. But after that, I think that he's gone downhill. His game is really degraded. But this year's got to be a comeback year for Trent. If he can step up, stand on his 2 feet, he makes things happen this year. We can maybe get rid of him, get something a little bit more positive, a fresh start. We got a lot of new players in Buffalo. We can make something happen.
Now, here I go saying this. I think we're going to do better than 4-12 just because I'm always optimistic. You know what I'm saying? A few injuries to the Jets, a couple of their star players. We take out Tom Brady knee, fuck them. You know what I'm saying? Brendan, we can dismantle some stuff. I'm just being just devilish here. You know what I'm saying? I expect
Revis might not even play this year. You know what? He's got to sign a contract.
Okay.
Revis could be done.
Okay. So with all that saying, I think we're going to do better than 4-12, but I appreciate my compadre giving his insight on it. But as a Buffalo Bills fan, I have to say this. We're going to go to the end. And for the guy who hit me with the beanbag, I'm about to go whoop his ass.
Yes.
Okay?
I support that.
Okay? Because he tossed and hit me in the head with that. So with that, if we got all the Buffalo Bills
we want
fans
his ass
watching, for all our Bills fans that's not here tonight, what do we want to say to them?
Let's go Buffalo.
We love Buffalo. We miss and represent. Go Buffalo.
Believe.